started the stream already. And now I need to pump out the chat because I don't see you now. Let's pump out everyone here. I think we're gonna start with Donny the Trump. Oh, ISP, thanks for commenting. CPV, hello. Svein, hi, how are you doing, man? How to go to creator dashboard. I'm pumping up the chat on Twitch. It's still I'm so new there. Welcome to the chat room, of course. And it's time for a kick. Just a moment, guys. Oh, hello everyone. Edwin, hi. Thomas, totally insane. Dark hallway. CPVP, you're awesome. You are. Thanks for your kind support. Come on. You are awesome, guys. I'm not. I'm just a crazy guy with a mic. You are. Because of you, I am here. Oh, Sven, you're good. Awesome. SP, first time on your stream. Came to say hello, SP. Welcome to Twitch. Thanks for joining us today. I think we're gonna go where we're gonna go. I think I'm gonna go to live stream of autism live stream or something. I don't know. Just a moment. I will try to find out YouTube. We have the bells. Bells are all the time there. Support. Oh, greetings to Netherlands. Netherlands are awesome. Netherlands are great. I'll lower myself here, maybe for us to see. Oh, the Joe Karen. I'm from Curaçao, Dutch Antilles. Oh, nice. Dasko, hi. How are you, my headphones? I don't know. Like, let's try to find Trump live. Because it should be an autism stream or something, yeah? We have it Associated Press. I think it's okay. We have the sound. We have everything, so it's good. Is it some sort of the stream? Is it live right now? I think it is. Trump makes an announcement on autism. Shit. I have the story about autism, guys. Actually, my nephew had autism. I don't know how he gained it. Maybe it's like genes from his father or some. But before in his ancestors, there was no such autism as he had. So I don't know. And by the way, nephew later on, he was killed by Russians. They tried to evacuate from Katerinovka, that's the village not far away from Buzova. And the Russians, they killed them, all the family. Oh, those are the sounds from this room. From journalists, I would just mute them for a while. So yeah, very sad story. Like the mother of his was telling that it's because of the, injections, I don't know, vaccines. His father said that it's not because of the vaccines, so they were split in the family, even within the family, why it happened, Drones in Denmark and Norway. Norway, I heard about Denmark, but not the Norway. Can we focus on this news instead of autism? No. I think that this is not like too much important. I hope those are just the local drones. I mean, not the Russian drones. Drones were spotted in the Norway capital, in Oslo. Airport of Copenhagen is closed. Thank you, Swain. Thank you. Do you see the drones flying there or no? Maybe close to your house. Maybe like someone was just launching the drone. Whether it's the Russian provocation or I don't know. So far I don't have like really detailed info. That's why I'm not focusing on the story. Maybe after some time, okay? So we have Norway newspaper here telling Tva personer har gripits in Oslo med anledning av at dronealarm. I don't understand Norwegian, but I think it's very close to German after all. Yeah, I think I need to translate this article. Maybe I'm gonna like find it in internet. So I'm gonna stay for a while with Oslo. Okay, where is this article? Yeah, I can open. This is the article. Oh, lots of the advertisements. I'm gonna translate. 2 people have been arrested already in Oslo in connection with a drone alarm. At the same time, a massive police operation is underway in Copenhagen airport due to drones. There are police everywhere and almost the entire airport is cordoned. So two guys were arrested. 9 p.m. parts of Copenhagen airport were closed, just parts. They say that probably quite large drones, it's like how many meters or kilometers. Several flights have been cancelled. Swedish Andreas, who is at the airport, says that large parts of the airport has been blocked off. Over the military area they were in Oslo. Huge police operation. It was a defense that discovered the drones. 2 people from Singapore have been arrested. So it's not like Russian drones that entered Polish airspace or something. So I think it's like the local accident with drone enthusiasts could be, yeah. For now, I see it like that because even in Poland, there was the case that some of the people were flying the drones over the government building in one of the cities. Later on, police arrested one of the Ukrainian and his Belarus girlfriend or what, and they wanted to deport them. I don't know if they deported them, but it was like a joy flight over the city. Yeah, they didn't know what they were doing, which is stupid. Zika, hi, greetings to Israel. For the 10th Army Corps has confirmed they are fighting in Kupen's direction. Are they a good military unit or not? I'll check later. Russia justice is like an actual USA ones. Yeah, but everything is fine. Nice to meet you on the stream. Click my where over Wi-Fi. I'm not sure whether it's like Russian provocation or not. Oh, by the way, you see we have a sniper on the roof. Sniper. A single one, yeah, probably. So they want to build a UFC freaking UFC arena. Maybe they're gonna cancel this fountain or something. I don't know how they can do it potentially. or maybe they're gonna build it from the other side. Will you live stream during UFC event at White House? Yeah, I will live stream, of course. I'm not sure whether I can live stream the video, because they have like copyrights, or yeah, even for the live streams it could be blocked, my channel could be banned, Twitch, YouTube, Kick. I don't think Kick cares really about it. UFC live stream, yeah, I would say idiocracy. I think it's very stupid idea to put it in front of the White House. Like, UFC is okay, but to do it here in this place of the political heritage, country history, it's, I think, very bad. Have had experiences, spotted 2 guys flying with drones. I called the police and they were detained. Wow. They had 4 drones, 5 phones and camera. They were spying on Russia and they got imprisoned time. It was 3-4 months ago. Really? In what country? I sometimes also fly my drone, but you know, it's barely visible that I fly it. Some tourists there coming closer to the White House. I listened to your commentary plus any news. Okay, thank you, Totally Insane. Shanks. Hey, Captain, your nickname is crazy, but hello. On Twitch. In Latvia, they were filming a train coming from the seaport. I see. Interesting case you told. Yeah, I heard now and then some of the people are there getting detained because they don't know where to fly the drones, or maybe they spy for some country, for Russia maybe. Remember this thing with the China balloon, yeah? How it flown over United States, and Americans thought, should we shut it down or not? Like, we'll see. Finally, it was shut down by F-22. Check your email, this. Okay. A new Outlook Express Windows. Monday evening there is a chaos in Kastrup Airport. Yeah, I've flown to that one. In Copenhagen. And police massively presents. I think we already checked it out. The police says, according to Reuters, that large drones have been seen. Large drones. Police say, according to Reuters, large drones, planes are required. For over an hour, no planes were allowed to take off. And then they restart, yeah. 15 flights were diverted to alternates. Norwegian communication advisor tells that 3 Norwegian flights have been delayed. Like, they couldn't confirm even this information. Someone said that they saw the drones. That's it. I remember the case with Gatwick International. Then flights were really cancelled for several days because of the drones. From the Star Trek. I see. Nice, James. I'll call you James, okay? Greg, hi. He'll blame Biden, 100%. But for now, like, I cannot confirm the Copenhagen case because there is just some reports about the drones. The drones were not found yet, nor the launching guys or drone operators. So someone said something. yeah, and the airport closed. But in Norway, police really arrested 2 citizens of Singapore. Did you know that if you go to some of the countries, you could be arrested by carrying the drone, like any drone? For example, Uzbekistan. Never fly there with a drone. They may jail you, really. Greetings to Poland. Dzień dobry. What was the Russian military plane flying over the Moscow for? I think it was a military plane. They were not able to divert somewhere because Antonov 124, it has limited capabilities for, like, maybe alternate was overwhelmed, or they didn't have enough fuel to go to alternate. I don't know what happened. Maybe they hauled too much, and the only option for them was to fly to destination, Moscow. And they need quite a long runway. So they decided to fly that low, not to be shut down by their own air defense systems. That's it. That was the only reason to proceed to destination. Sadly, Antonov 124 are still flying in the Russian army with limited maintenance, but still they fly. It's bad. I'm stuck in Chicago airport. They arrest you if you put ketchup on a hot dog. Really? Drones make people paranoid. Yeah, I think there will be more and more restrictions. I don't know about DJI drone restrictions. Can you buy DJI drone in United States? Because there is the new DJI Mini 5 Pro is out there in the sales. I can buy it here, but not in United States, I think. Or maybe with some restrictions. Where did they put Charlie? Huh? Greetings to Germany. Guten Abend. Tilt. But is good in this case. All Russian planes have limited maintenance, even the stolen American planes. Yeah, but I know how Russia still maintains those. I know those schemes, and they work with Georgia. They work even with, sadly, Baltic countries. Even airlines, special freaking airlines were organized to maintain Russian airplanes. For example, in Georgia, they got lots of the Boeing 767s. For what reason? Because then they fly to Russia, they park there, and they change the spare parts. It is happening like that. I think you can. Then I work security. I remember the photographer came to the building I was working, and he did his Photoshop with DJI. Where did they put Charlie? Like Burrito, they didn't bring him. You mean yesterday's case? With the morning ceremony, or how to call it, yeah? Honoring ceremony. There was no Charlie. It was just placard of his. Oh, Munich Oktoberfest. Are you out there right now? Isn't it too late? Or they're still working? All the night or what? Sidov, hi. Denys is pro Hamas. You see? You see, I have some Delulu guys saying that I am pro Hamas. I am absolutely not pro Hamas. What are they waiting for? The clown of USA speech. Sidov, don't tell like that, okay? I remember then on October 7th, Hamas attacked Israel. I was in my chat room advocating for Israel all the freaking day. Not just for a day, for all the time, yeah? Later on, I understand that Israel overreacted, but I was really, and I'm still against Hamas, really. Yeah, they are terrorists. That's what I say. They should be. This is pro Hamas. Pro Ham. Yeah, I'm pro Ham. It's okay, Sidov. Proham. Yeah, I want to remember what I ate today. Oh, by the way, I bought myself this syrup today. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, just gonna speak with you like this. Then I see something might happen in the White House, or you like to see, yeah, the White House itself. Maybe you like to see. But anyways, I bought this syrup today. Yeah, like this. Yeah, 0. And I think it has raspberry or what, himbeere. I like it a lot because it has a very low calories. Like it has no sugar, but this sugar thing for diabetes. Yeah, I think, and it has almost no calories. And I can put it into the water, and the water is so tasty. And I can drink more water. It's good for the health in general. The more you drink, the better. Especially for me here. Then I forget to drink. Who likes Hamas? Maybe Putin. Maybe Putin likes Hamas. Or Iran or China. Raspberries. Yeah. I think cannabis is better than ham. But I like both. Come on. Denys, did you see Charlie's memorial last night? Yeah, I already filmed a video about it. Last night we watched some cats on live stream together with people there. That drink, it has flowers on it. Flowers. I don't know. So yeah, I watched that ceremony. It is mostly cringe, but I like that Erika Kirk, she put the break. She said that I forgive the killer. I don't know if it was written in her text. And later on, Trump went there and said, no, I hate our enemies. Sorry, Erika. And Charlie Kirk, he also wanted to communicate with opponents, but no, I hate them and I don't wish them well. He said like that. That is what it's all about. That's why it was organized, not as a memorial, but to get more political points. So I was surprised with Erica's reaction. I think maybe she said too much. Maybe it was shocking discovery for Trump that she said, okay, I forgive him. That was strong, like really Christian move, yeah, because people out there, they're Christians, or they say they're Christians, and it was kind of received kind of awesome by the audience. They were cheerful, they were roaring. It was nice. It was a great move, and many people were crying. So I think this move is the only positive move that happened throughout the ceremony and after the Kirk's death, because mostly they're just speculating about it, getting more political points, dancing on the bones. But Erika Kirk, we may say that she overreacts. She is a very bad actor with her mimics and so on. But this thing actually was positive, the only positive thing. The rest is just a shit show. As for me, I put my opinion here. Denys, what do you think? What do you prefer, Migros or Coop? Migros. Coop sometimes, but mostly Migros, because it's cheaper. And maybe it depends. Maybe that is where I live, because we have small Coop shop and big Migros, like huge Migros. If it was maybe huge Coop, I would like more Coop, because in Migros we have more stuff for selling, yeah, more groceries, fresh fruits and so on. In Coop, not so much. No matter if she meant it or not, it takes balls to say you forgive your husband's killer. Yeah, something Trump apparently can't begin to understand. Yeah, I think it wasn't really written in the program for her to say that. I think it was she saying like it is, and it was a really good move, really, because before then Charlie Kirk was perished. And the same day, I guess, the video was recorded with her in his podcast room saying that I'm the warrior widow or something like this. So again, escalation, yeah. And now for the first time we see de-escalation. It was great, but this de-escalation was cancelled by Trump, who immediately said, no, no, we hate our enemies. We don't wish them well. They should bury in hell. Something like that. I thought they say that they would have bury him in the yeah, they want to have this some sort of the memorial, crazy memorial for him. I don't know. They may do whatever they want. Ukraine will soon receive more IRST systems from Germany. Did you know that? Greece, I heard about that maybe a couple of weeks ago. It was in the press, but is it the same? Are those the same RST systems? I'm out of clue. Yeah, then it's Migros Kind. Kind or the kind. Where is everything? Do we have the sound even? No, we don't. Autism. Trump knows a lot about autism. Maybe he's himself. Yeah, actually, this is a very terrible sickness. Oh, again, the room. Who is there on a horse, guys? I don't know American history. Like, very, very precisely. So, who is that guy on a horse? Maybe you can tell me. "200 yards, not hard for trained sniper." Yeah, it's not. George Washington, really? On a horse? Sidov, are you sure? Teddy Roosevelt. Captain Poladura. Come on, tell me. No, I don't think it's George Washington. Washington is depicted in a different way. Theodore Roosevelt, Teddy Roosevelt, 100%. Okay, thank you. Theodore Roosevelt. Teddy. Thanks, guys. I would know now who is depicted there. Because once in my video, I went so freaking damn bad. There was something in the White House, in the Oval Office, by the time Joe Biden was the president, and someone was saying something, I don't remember, and there was the sculpture, someone's face, black face. And I made a joke about it on my video. But I didn't know that, like, I know how MLK looks like on photos and so on, but his statue wasn't looking like him, but it was his statue. And I made a joke about it, and Jesus Christ, I had to delete that video, of course. And I did it, cut this part and put it like I'm so stupid, Jesus, this was like terrible from my side. I thought just some sort of the random statue there, some sort of the face, but no. Nothing is random in the White House. Is that Antarctica on one of the plates? Like here we see the American GERB. Yeah, GERB, how to call it in English. Are they saying something? The books that Donald Trump never read. Just for furniture there. Yesterday we, by the way, were speaking about Trump's books. Then he was asked the question, what books do you read? What books have you read? What is your favorite book? He says, I read my own book again, once again, because I think it's the most, the best book in the world. This is crazy. What are we waiting for? I don't know, just waiting for live stream, somehow people, you see 17,000 people waiting for something over here. 17,000. And we are waiting everyone is waiting for something. Epstein, Epstein, you see. They want to speak about autism, but not about the Epstein files. It's the art of the deal, but written in very big, so it takes several volumes. Oh, I see. Dum. He didn't even write that book. He had a ghostwriter. Maybe that's why it's so interesting for him. The painting depicts the General Philip Sheridan. They say it's Theodore Roosevelt, or no? Philip Sheridan. Did you see the Polish warnings to Russia? Yeah, Sikorsky said today about it. Like, we're gonna shut down everything that goes to us. We'll see, yeah. Sikorsky tells a lot, but he's not like decisive figure there in Poland. He says a lot of stuff. His English is, by the way, perfect. It's like British English, sounds perfectly. Taka doesn't have the attention span to read a coloring book. Yeah. Maybe he reads comic books. I think he's himself like this classical comic villain, or the guy from Back into the Future movie, or how what's the name of this movie? Back into the Future or Back to the Future? 165 followers. Wow, it's awesome. Then we have this time and mood. It's always nice. Then we have just live stream without any games, like many people are joining. Call Trump, tell him you already did start his stream. Yes, mate. Good idea. Why do we have those paintings? Like, what is it? Okay, one will be Trump will paint. Okay, you see, I'm not autistic. I will paint something, and here we have some autistic person like Pete Hexet. You see, his painting is very terrible. It means that we need to cancel vaccines or something like that. Of course, they will bring RFK. I don't understand what he's speaking, RFK. It's gonna be a terrible stream if he starts to speak. Elon Musk is autistic. Yeah, so maybe it's the conference against Elon Musk. By the way, Trump was asked about whether they're gonna restore relations with Elon after their meeting in Charlie Kirk's ceremony or memorial. Trump said, "Oh, it's good that we met. We had a good relationship, but he showed he doesn't want to restore it. Like, he's still very, very sad about the relationship collapse." Trump is a good guitar player. Are you sure? Need a bigger board at Old Fantasy Trillions. Yeah, nobody does. I think Donald Trump could be a really good painter, and he could sell his paints out there, make huge exhibitions. He's really good in drawing. We saw it in a Epstein birthday book, especially with the signature at the proper place. He's going to announce some kind of information of autism, which will be at circus. I think so. Trump fingerprinting stream, yeah. Somehow this channel is all about, I mean, this YouTube channel is all about Donald Trump because he's the biggest newsmaker. I think I should film something else, like maybe a review on iPhone 17 without having it. Just my thoughts, I don't know. Or why I don't buy it. Just now Copenhagen halted air travel due to drones. Not just now, but about an hour ago, maybe more. Oh yeah, we have the report. 2 foreign nationals from Singapore were arrested in also on Monday evening for flying a drone inside a no-fly zone, including over Akershus fortress and the Opera House, Norwegian police. So it's just stupid tourists, I guess. Like I will spread this information on Telegram, I'll share it. But the case with Polish drone over government building was a stupid tourist move, not the Russian spy. Maybe it was the case. So we need to find the evidence that those were definitely Russian spies. But they may fly, yeah. Russian drones, Russian spies may fly. Or people who work for Russian spies, they may fly their drones elsewhere. Even in Norway. That is boring. Shit posting Trump is more fun. Yeah, it is. Especially this UC style stuff and some other cringe. Oh, I forgot to film about Pam Bondi. Maybe those are already the old news, but nevertheless, I think I should say something about that. Trump's gonna try painting a woman and go and frankly, as you can... I've just noticed that I took 4 golden... Elon Musk is autistic. Yeah. Winter is coming in Russia. Yes. Trump is a good violin player. Yeah. The camera is shaking sometimes. Like, what is happening? How long should we wait? All of the journalists are in the room, I guess. More people are adding. All of them are putting Epstein, or something. What is this? Epstein. Okay. Maybe I should go like another live. It's the same story. On Fox News, Fox to Detroit, 4,000 viewers. RFK is here. Yeah, he will be out there. We will not understand what is happening out there. Because he has this voice. Maybe it's the malfunction, but we will not understand, yeah. Let's go. Here. 19,000 people watching. Epstein. Should I type Epstein? Epstein. Yeah, I did it. Epstein. One more Epstein into the collection of the Epsteins. Does it rain much? Snow in Ukraine? I don't know. I need to check out. The weather was deteriorating. I saw the maps. It was deteriorating in the central part. I don't know about the eastern part. RFK is just hearing it. Self-admitted. Are you sure? Oh shit, I just lost my ADHD. Like, I think I have the ADHD. Or this syndrome of dispersed attention. I cannot focus sometimes, or sometimes I am hyper focused, and especially on the things I don't need to do right now. Like I'm looking for excuses to focus on something that is not important, to hyper focus, then to do more important things. That is, I am who I am. Love the humor. We need it times like this. Then yeah, thank you. Audio Sense 69. Wow. Frankenstein. Denys publishes the Epstein files now. I heard someone wanted to disclose. Maybe major retailer Green, she wants to disclose the Epstein files. You have information over those. Maybe Javier. Bro, you shouldn't worry about it. You're doing important things. Yeah, I'm just speaking about my usual life. I do my job, but autism and ADHD go together. Maybe. Yeah, Moscow's closed. I posted it on my Telegram. Sheremetyevo closed, Vnukovo closed. I will check out if they reopened it. There were at least 10 of the kabooms reported. Maybe Russian air defense and operation, because no ground kabooms I saw, because Russians do not film that. I think in Moscow they would do it, or would have done. Sweden is ready to shut down Russian fighter jets if they go into the airspace. Okay, we'll see. Swedish defense. No country has the right to violate Swedish airspace. Sweden has the right to defend its skies with force if necessary, and will do so. NATO would rely only shut down. NATO would likely only shut down a Russian jet if it ignored orders to leave. We have the comment from journalist reference to NATO officials. So one guy says one thing, the other guy other thing. Moscow never sleeps. Oh yeah, some drones. He says like it's the fourth drone flying there. This I need to show. What is this?
Блять, это просто пиздец, они настолько заебали уже. Я не знаю, блядь, сегодня опять ночью нахуй слушать весь пиздец или что? Я в ахуе просто. Блять, это просто пиздец, они настолько заебали.
She has a Russian flag there. If you see Russian flag. This is Sevastopol, freaking Sevastopol, my home city. Maybe she just likes Russians, or maybe she's Russian herself. She said, "Oh fuck those drones! I got tired." Fuck those drones! I got tired of them. And I'll check Russian official channels. I mean, their direct propaganda. They usually write there if they open the airspace. No, they say that still not, because of the limits. Sheremetyevo Airport is correcting its schedule. Yeah. For those passengers whose flights were cancelled, they propose money refund, yeah, or choose the dates for different flights, other dates for their flights, something like this. I'm translating. And they say about all of the drones shut down in Sevastopol, in Moscow, everywhere. Okay. Let it be. Maybe it's just collaborator. Yeah. I also think like this. Für Kartoffeln high. Pak Putin, yeah. No, it's just a moped. Just a moped. This mic is more sensitive. Giran, yeah. Refund in rubles, yeah. That was definitely a shahid, yeah. I heard that, yeah. Yeah, this mic is more sensitive than my other mics. So maybe it pick up the sound, of course. At least I heard it in my audio. There's a mail. Okay, I'll check, Swain. No planes are allowed to land or take off from Copenhagen airport due to several drones in the airport. I think I can try to search for NOTAM, notices to airmen. Just a moment. Notam Copenhagen. Just want to check out if they're here. Well, no fresh Notams. I think they just closed. Crane erected, runway intersection. Maybe it's so fresh that we don't have this update here on Notam. This Notam source may be missing. What is here? Yeah, it's not enough. I think I already maybe I need to start trial, blah blah blah, as usual. Yeah. I lost my subscription for Jepson already. I didn't update it, so yeah. YouTube has edited XP rewards for watching and interacting live stream. Cool. I've been watching all of your videos since. Thank you. Thank you for watching my Ukraine update channel. Audio 69. Oh, close. Are they autists or something? What are they doing? Open, close, open, close. Come on, go in. Don't be shy.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Thank you very much.
Is the sound okay?
So I've been waiting for this meeting for 20 years, actually.
Whoa. 20 years.
And it's not that everything's 100% understood or known, but I think we've made a lot of strides. Wish it was done a long time ago. Today, we're delighted to be joined by America's top medical and public health professionals as we announce historic steps to confront the crisis of autism. Horrible, horrible crisis. I want to thank the man who brought this issue to the forefront of American politics along with me. And we actually met in my office, is it like 20 years ago, Bobby? It's probably 20 years ago in New York. I was a developer, as you probably heard, and I always had very strong feelings about autism and how it happened and where it came from. And he and I don't know, the word got out, and I wouldn't say that people were very understanding of where we were, but it's turning out that we understood a lot more than a lot of people who studied it, we think. And I say we think because I don't think they were really letting the public know what they knew.
We understood more than people studying it.
Thanks as well to the director of the National Institute of Health, Dr. Jay Bhattacharya, FDA Commissioner Dr. Marty McCary. These are great people. Administrator of the Centers for Medicine and Medicaid Services, Dr. Mehmet Oz, and Acting Assistant Secretary of HHS, Dr. Dorothy Fink. So thank you all. Thank you, Dorothy, very much. The meteoric rise in autism is among the most alarming public health developments in history. There's never been anything like this. Just a few decades ago, 1 in 10,000 children had autism. So that's not a long time. And I've always heard, they say a few, but I think it's a lot less time than that.
Exactly,
It used to be 1 in 20,000.
Grok is more of an expert.
1 in 10,000. And I would say that's probably 18 years ago.
He said they know more than experts.
1 in 31.
Oh my God.
But in some areas, it's much worse than that, if you can believe it. 1 in 31.
My brain is slowly dying while listening to this.
For boys, it's 1 in 12. I was told that's in California, where they have for some reason, a more severe problem. But whether it's 1 in 12 or 1 in 31, can you imagine? That's down from 1 in 20,000 and 1 in 10,000. And now we're at the level of 1 in 12 in some cases for boys. 1 in 31 overall. So since 2000, autism rates have surged by much more than 400%. Instead of attacking those who ask questions, everyone should be grateful for those who are trying to get the answers to this complex situation.
Let's ask experts.
And the first day, all of these great doctors behind me were there. I told them this is what we got to find out.
There is dramatic rise in cases of autism in the United States.
To 10,000, and then you go to 12, there's something artificial. They're taking something. And by the way, I think I can say that there are certain groups of people that don't take vaccines and don't take any
actually,
pills that
chat
have no
says
autism,
that it's the substantial rise of the cases.
That have no autism. Does that tell you something? That's currently, is that a correct statement, by the way?
There are some studies that suggest that, with the Amish, for example.
The Amish, virtually. I heard none. See, Bobby wants to be very careful with what he says.
How many percent for the last decade?
I'm not so careful with what I say. But you have certain groups. The Amish, as an example, they have essentially no autism. First, effective immediately, the FDA will be notifying physicians that the use of let's see how we say
175% increase.
Acetaminophen.
It says.
Acetaminophen. Is that okay? Which is basically commonly known as Tylenol.
And diagnosed 80% increase. Not 400, but still increase.
Increased risk of autism. So taking Tylenol,
I blame alcohol. Maybe.
Not good. All right, I'll say it. It's not good. For this reason, they are strongly recommending that women limit Tylenol use during pregnancy unless medically necessary. That's, for instance, in cases of extremely high fever, that you feel you can't tough it out, you can't do it. I guess there's that. It's a small number of cases, I think. But if you can't tough it out, if you can't do it, that's what you're going to have to do. You'll take
Greetings, James.
a Tylenol, but it'll be very sparingly.
Ethanol?
Can be
what he says.
something that's very dangerous to the woman's health. In other words, a fever that's very, very dangerous. And
Tylenol is the brand name. Oh, okay.
Decision, because I think you shouldn't take it. And you shouldn't take it during the entire pregnancy. They may tell you that toward the end of the pregnancy,
I don't know what
you
is
shouldn't take it during the entire. And you shouldn't give the child a Tylenol every time he goes. He's born.
Of course.
He goes and has a shot. You shouldn't give a Tylenol to that child.
Tylenol, okay.
All pregnant women should talk to their doctors for more information about limiting the use of this medication while pregnant. So ideally, you don't take it at all.
Oh,
but
I
if
see.
You have to,
Thank you.
If you can't tough it out, or if there's a problem, you're going to end
Thank
up
you.
doing
Welcome
it.
to Twitch.
The other thing that I can tell you that I'll say that they will maybe say a little bit later date.
It's different molecular names.
But I think when you go for the shot,
then
you
in
do
Europe,
it over
I agree
a 5-time
them.
period. Take it over 5 times or 4 times, but you take it in smaller doses.
I see.
And you
Thank
spread
you,
it out
Wolander.
over a period of years. And they pump so much stuff into those beautiful little babies. It's a disgrace. I don't see it. I think it's very bad. They're pumping. It looks like they're pumping into a horse.
Pump. They should
You have a
use the
little
pop
child,
filter.
little fragile child, and you get a vat of 80 different vaccines, I guess. 80 different.
No, so now we're speaking about
and they
vaccines.
pump it in. So ideally, a woman won't take Tylenol. And on the vaccines, it would be good instead of one visit where they pump the baby, load it up with stuff. You'll do it over a period of 4 times or 5 times. I've been so into this issue for so many years just because I couldn't understand how a thing like this could happen. And it's artificially induced. It's not like something that when you go from all of those, healthy babies to a point where I don't even know structurally if a country can afford it. And that's the least of the problems. To have families destroyed over this is just so terrible. I also,
he means
we've already done this. We want no mercury in the vaccine. We want no aluminum in the vaccine. The
Just
MMR,
gold.
I think, should be taken separately. This is based on what I feel, the mumps, measles, and all the 3 should be taken separately. And it seems to be that when you mix them, there could be a problem. So there's no downside in taking them separately. In fact, they think it's better, so let it be separate. The chicken pox is already separate because when that got mixed in, I guess they made it for a while. It really was bad. So they make chicken pox. Individually, they're okay. When you mix them, something maybe happens. So there's no downside in doing it. It's not like, if you do it, bad things. No, it's only good side. And it may not have that much of an impact, but it may have a big impact. So let those be taken separately. And then hepatitis B is sexually transmitted. There's no reason to give a baby that's almost just born hepatitis B.
VP, thank you so much for support.
I would say wait till the baby is 12 years
It's unbelievable.
old.
We are at Vaccines Goes Out
and take hepatitis B.
Yeah, we have
and I
it
think if you do those things, it's going to be a whole
here.
different. It's going to be a revolution in a positive sense in the country. The FDA will be updating the label of an existing drug to reflect potential benefits in reducing some autism symptoms. This gives hope to the many parents with autistic children that it may be possible to improve their lives. That's one of the things that I'm very, very happy about. I mean, this was mostly going to be on how not to have the child affected, but we've learned some pretty good things about certain elements of genius that can be given to a baby, and the baby can get better. And in some cases, maybe substantially better. Not going to be easy, but be a lot easier if it didn't happen in the first place, as these great parents fully understand, right? They fully understand. I feel so terribly for... I have so many friends with autistic children. It's a tough situation. Finally, to help reach the ultimate goal of ending the autism fever, the NIH will be announcing 13 major grant awards from the Autism Data Science Initiatives. And to be honest with you, to me, that's the least important. It's not even a money thing at this point. There's so much money, but they have to do, and they have to move quickly. When the alternative is that nothing bad can happen, let's do it now. I was just saying to Bobby and the group, let's do it now. Nothing bad can happen. It can only good happen.
Well, they're not banning
Tylenol,
vaccines from what I
it.
understand.
Don't take it.
It's okay.
And if you can't live, if your fever is so bad, you have to take
Hazim,
one because
thank you.
There's no alternative to that, sadly.
Thank you for
First
channel
question,
support.
what can you take instead? It's actually
Something
there's not
better
an
will happen.
alternative to that.
As
and
usual.
You know, other of the medicines are absolutely proven bad. I mean, they've
Anything
been proven
apart
bad
from the
with
files,
the aspirins
yeah.
and the
My autism
Advils and
was
others, right?
Epstein
and
files.
They've been proven bad. So I'd like to ask Bobby to get up to the podium and say a few words, and then Dr. Bhattacharya and Dr. McCary, Dr. Oz, Dr. Fink, followed by 2 incredible mothers that have experienced firsthand what this
it's kind of
country's going through,
boring.
what parts of the world are going through.
How
And I
many
will say
people
there are
watching?
Parts of the world
Yeah,
that
not
don't
many.
take Tylenol. I mean, there's a rumor, and I don't know if it's so or not, that Cuba, they don't have Tylenol because they don't have the money for Tylenol. And they
Love you, Trump, was there.
Virtually no autism.
Files again.
Okay? Tell me about that one. And there are other parts of the world where they don't have Tylenol, where they don't have autism. That tells you a lot. And I want to say it right now. And, you know, the way I look at it, don't take it. Don't take it. There's no downside in not taking it.
What not
so
take?
I'd like to ask Bobby to come up and say a few words. I hope I didn't ruin his day, but that's the way I feel. I've been very strong on the subject for a long time. You know, life is common sense, too. And there's a lot of common sense in this, and I wish things like this were brought up. And this group has worked so hard on it, but I'd like to be a little bit more, a little
just a way
speedier
to get more money
in the process of a recommendation.
Scheme.
Because there's no harm in going quicker. There's absolutely no harm. At worst, there's no harm. Thank you very much, Bobby. Please.
Thank you, Mr. President. To meet the president's challenge.
Okay. This is, I think, not so interesting. We'll have less views listening to RFK here. Guys, I want to know your opinion on vaccines in general. Like, they're not banning, from what I understand. Like, they're not banning vaccines, but they propose to do them in some time. Maybe it's a good proposal, I would say. Not to pump the baby, as he says, at once, but to extend for extended period of times. I know that in Japan probably they give vaccines after some certain age, so not at the very birth. In Ukraine, they also give vaccines at almost the very birth, and sometimes, it could be kind of harmful. Even depends on vaccine. In Ukraine, we had the problem that our Ministry of Healthcare, they like to experiment. So 1 year there could be some vaccine from India, the other year there could be some vaccine from China, the third year some vaccine from other country. No, after all, I understand why people are concerned, because it is multi-billion-dollar business. Everyone wants to, like all of those corporations, they want to sell their vaccines. Then I was in Soviet Union. I was born in Soviet Union. I got just one Soviet vaccines, and I'm okay. I'm maybe I have some ADHD because of it. I'm not sure, but I was more or less healthy. I didn't got any temperature or something. Then I was a kid, but I stopped completely any sort of the vaccinations. Then I turned, I think, 15 years old. Like the program for the time of the government was over, and since that time I did just one vaccine for COVID, and actually they forced me to do it. Either you fly or you take, either you stay at home or you get the vaccine and you fly. And by the time I was doing it, it was the only possible choice, a Chinese vaccine once again. But Chinese vaccine, it is based on the virus itself, not this some sort of the modification like in Pfizer, Moderna. And then actually some of the people, they had some of the fever and other stuff. But with me, everything was okay with this China one. So that's the last vaccine I took, actually. And I don't want to take more. I'm thinking about one vaccine for polio, I think, or something like this. Or no, it's not polio. I know it's in Russian, but I don't know how to spell it in English. So you know those ticks, like the small bugs that bite and suck the blood. They're here in the forest. So there are the cases of this very terrible disease that may paralyze your nerve system. And actually, within the 3 vaccines, you can cancel it for the next 10 years. So I'm thinking about it, but for now I'm not doing it because I'm mostly at home. Yeah, actually I had one thick, I think. Here in the forest, I was hiking the last year, and I went to the hospital just to check whether I had this disease, and they say they cannot check it. You'll feel symptoms, but usually with those symptoms, we can cure only symptoms, not the sickness itself. Okay, so people can be paralyzed because of this. Ticks. Lyme, Borrelia, Lyme disease. There is no vaccine for the Lyme disease, but there is the other one, Lyme and encephalitis. Encephalitis. So encephalitis, you can actually have vaccine. For Lyme disease, it's bacteria. You cannot have vaccine against bacteria. So bacteria is bacteria. You have antibiotics. Vaccine is just for viruses. Is there a vaccine against rabies? Yeah, usually there is. But it should have been done like in the first days after the bite. Otherwise, then the symptoms occur, it's already no go. Japanese. So what, guys, tell me about your opinion on vaccines in general. Because for my daughter, we bought the special vaccines. So what Ukrainian Ministry of Health proposed, we didn't like. And there were bad reviews for the aftermath. Like if you take vaccine, there could be fever or some complications. So we ordered the special vaccines from Europe. And she was okay with it. Sometimes I just take the ones you really need. Yeah, we also did, like the ones they really require, or they really need. Vaccines are super important for public health. Yeah. Well-made ones save lives. Yeah. Because as I said to you, in Ukraine, like our ministry, they always like to experiment. They sign the contracts with the corporations from different countries each year. And there were also corruption schemes uncovered. So it's also about money. So I understand why people are concerned about it, about vaccines in general. Can we listen a little RFK?
Similar results from any other chronic conditions.
He sounds and looks like he would collapse there. Okay.
And thank you, President Trump.
Thank you very much.
Who is this?
I'm proud to announce today that the NIH has launched the Autism Data Science Initiative to turbocharge autism research, devoting an additional $50 million to the cause of studying autism. Nearly 250 research teams from across the country applied, sent in their applications, and were peer-reviewed by the NIH review panels. The NIH peer reviewers chose the 13 best projects focused on root causes and therapies, with replication and validation studies to guarantee gold standard science.
Not vaccine. I believe that autism and all other health issues are from the current food intake. I also think that food is getting like terrible. Not in Europe, but in some places it is. The food is full of all kind of garbage. Yeah. If you open like even this syrup, which I like, it has so many concentrates and flavors and like there is the list of this E202, E201, E2. So yeah, that's a lot of chemical shit here. And it's about most of the products. Just block that Trump guy. I think autism is being diagnosed more. Before, if you were just mildly autistic, they would call you weird. Yeah. I think like that also in a school. Yeah, before teachers were even bullying their own pupils, kids saying, "Wow, you behave differently." I was surprised that not long time ago in the United Kingdom, teachers were allowed to even hit pupils with rulers, yeah? I think they canceled it in 60s or even 70s. Like, are you autistic? I don't care, I'll smash your ass with my ruler. Something like that. It's crazy. Imagine that old guy was used to have the train collections. Probably autistic but never diagnosed. Yeah. For what? For everything. Catholic schools. 70s, they went from extreme to the other, and peoples were very undisciplined. Undisciplined. Yeah, there is like the gaps. If you give too much, there should be like some sort of the punishment, but not physical one, I think. Who is this guy?
This is the start of a historic shift in medical culture. This administration is working together to ask big questions about why our nation's children are getting sick so fast. Too often, medicine is doing small little studies, giving us answers we already knew. But we've got to make a difference. You've given us a charge to identify root causes, and we are not going to stop so that we can end the...
I want to check out his arm. Is it, yeah, still some sort of the makeup there? It's lighter, but it's better than before they did, yeah? It's almost not that much visible. It's like a little uncomfortable, or it seems like, I don't know. Trump-man.
U.S. doctors letting them know about the risks in pregnancy.
Can you zoom in? No, I cannot.
We now have data we cannot ignore. There's a very large study, the Boston Birth Cohort,
still painted,
with researchers that have, from Johns Hopkins, my former institution, and Boston University, found quote-unquote consistent associations between acetaminophen in pregnancy and autism. And the Nurses' Health Study, with researchers from Yale, Columbia, and Harvard looking at 9,000 kids, found that acetaminophen use in pregnancy was associated with neurodevelopmental disorders. And 4 weeks ago,
okay, so why do they call for this conference? Okay, you find this issue, you do this, yeah, you do your job. Why to call this conference? What is the purpose, I mean? Maybe for people to forget about Epstein. Trump syndrome. MAGA love Brazil. Less Epstein. Maybe there is admin working. Someone donated to Associated Press. $100. Crazy. Poor company. Donny looks bored. Yeah. It's important to keep busy from not talking Epstein. So they can stand and look stupid. Yeah. But this guy, access to internet causes autism because access rates and autism diagnosis rates follow similar trend line. Yeah, we may connect actually to everything, yeah? You may connect one to another. Well, I know that in Switzerland, where I live now, some people, they refuse to be vaccinated. Like the local government says you need to be vaccinated. But if you don't want to, we're not going to push you. And I don't see like the huge rate in disease here. Well, the population is not that big. And the country is small after all, so I don't know. Someone else is taking, so Donny is bored. Yeah. Donny likes to be in the center of attention, but he always brings some people with him on those conferences.
Operations and the lobbyists, so that's what we're here doing today. Thank you, Mr. President.
Good, thank you.
Thanks, Marty. I think you all appreciate the passion in the president's voice.
That's a really shitty microphone they have.
Since the inauguration.
with
In fact, even
plosives.
before the inauguration, the president was upset about what he spoke to today. And so together with Secretary Kennedy, who's made it his life's work to address some of these challenges with autism, they challenged us. In fact, they were harsher than that. They wanted no silos to break down what the NIH would do, what the FDA would do, what CMS would do. They insisted that the physician leaders bust through the clutter because their agencies had the power if we didn't do what every other prior administration had done, which is to let people function within their siloed environments. Because of that, in historic fashion and a very accelerated
This one is kind of aggressive, you see.
to the autism crisis. It is the first of
Waving
several
hands.
chapters, but this is
Will you
breaking
please
news. You've heard some of it.
tell
The
Reese-
response to the autism crisis is going to continue to come to you under
I'll
Secretary
check
Kennedy's
this
leadership,
game.
and the president wouldn't have it
Kennedy,
any
thank you.
other way, as you've
I'll
heard.
check it out.
The FDA,
Stellar
based
Rhetorics,
on
okay.
NIH research, is approving prescription leucovorin for treatment of autistic children. Now, if you're following the script, there should be two questions that you have, two questions that should come to your mind. The first is, how will patients and parents get access to the treatment? I'll tell you how. Over half of American children are covered by Medicaid.
Well, it's
and
not
CHIP,
my
government
genre
health
of the
insurance.
game.
Over half.
I'll check
Therefore,
out
because they're
more
covered
information.
in Medicaid and CHIP, upon this label change by Marty,
I think it's
state
scope,
Medicaid
yeah?
programs in partnership with CMS will cover prescription leucovorin around the country. It's yours, but you have to go to a doctor to get a prescription because they know your
Not
style,
really
they
my
know
style
you,
of
and they
the
know
game,
the
but we'll
medication.
see.
States will also have tools to monitor its use and
It's
ensure
on
appropriate
sale.
utilization.
Oh, nice.
That's important for a bunch of reasons because
I'll
we want
check
the
it
right
out
kids
on
getting the
Steam.
right
Maybe
prescription
later on after
medications.
we
We believe
watch this
private
bullshit.
insurance companies will rapidly follow our lead if they have not already done so. And again, to make sure that this is safe and effective treatment, you need a physician to prescribe the medication because it's on prescription. Second big question. How are we going to collect clinical data to answer the big questions that the president's asking and the secretary insists that we offer? CMS is also issuing
RFK
guidance
is
to
looking
convene
at us.
states
It's
and
making me
existing research
uncomfortable.
networks to support NIH.
He's looking at us? Like, this guy is aggressive. Yeah, he's the most energetic person. He should have debated Donald Trump or whoever out there. Blah, 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 blah. He sounds like a politician. Maybe he really is. Or he's some sort of the expert. Like he's speaking with his tongue, like blah, 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 trying to convince everyone around. Even better than Trump. And Trump is what he's doing. Is he sleeping or what? I don't care. His face is hilarious. Oh my. It's cocaine taking, yeah. It's not shitty mic, there is no pop filter. Yeah, there is no pop filter. They try to put, this foam on top, but it doesn't help that much. It is very thin. I wonder what mic is that really. Because it was used on Kirk's memorial as well, the same microphone. Maybe it's the standard White House microphone.
Thank you, Mr. President, for this opportunity to speak with all of you today.
It's
As a
dynamic
pediatrician and
mic.
mom, I'm here
100%.
today to talk about what this announcement means for the millions of moms and dads who are faced with the choice of whether to take acetaminophen during pregnancy.
Okay, it's not interesting. Have you ever seen For Vendetta? V for Vendetta? No. I guess others can stay awake due to odor. RFK, yes, he's like staring us, swirling with his eyes. Yeah, this guy who was like very energetic, I would say he's the most adequate. Then he stands, like he just stands and he's like more or less active. And those two, they're like, this guy is like, ugh, going to collapse. This one is also going to collapse too because he wants to sleep. Oh my god, he is so annoyed. Oh shit. He's tripping balls, yeah. You know, I watch sometimes, not sometimes, but kind of often, Putin's conferences. They are very, very different compared to what you see in the White House. Very different. Like it's more official stuff, or more like you will not see Putin behave like that, like this. Yeah, I understand Putin, like his I don't have even proper words how to describe him, but this is just a clown, you know.
This is an historic day, and I'm thankful to be here. I have a son who's 5 who is profoundly autistic, and you've probably heard, if you've met one autistic child, you've met one autistic child. It's a spectrum, which I don't think the spectrum is helpful, but that's another conversation. He is an amazing little boy.
Okay. Putin is enjoying himself, yeah, but like the culture of Russian politicians, high top, let's say, yeah, it's more cultural than in the West. Maria, thank you so much for bits, yeah, or for diamonds, what you tell me. Я тобі дякую. Це клоун, звідки ти береш енергію? Дякую, що... Дякую, Марія. Я не знаю, я просто дивлюся і знімаю відео. Мені подобаються лайвстріми. SC-130 Spectrum Gunship. What? Small condenser, not dynamic for sure. You think so? It doesn't have this air in the voice. It's very like you listen them behind the pillow.
It's something we just don't do because, again, they're going to be met with no.
I don't think it's condenser. I think it's dynamic. I ask if you get enough sleep. No. Well, you may ask, yeah, I answer you the question. No, I don't have enough sleep. I'll quote Aeon Macbeth here. If it turns emotional, it's likely propaganda. Do your investigation before jumping into emotional cell pool or propaganda. Johansson. Sometimes I'm quite emotional in my videos, depends. I don't know. It depends. I don't think that I put too much propaganda. They're more angry than sad. They feel like, why am I having to deal with this? I'm a white Christian. What? Okay. Finally.
Hi, my name's Jackie.
Again, Jackie. Some Jackie's here. I'm here just to check out if he answers some of the press questions about Ukraine, because there will be. The last time I was streaming his conference, he was telling about the World Cup football. And he was asked about Ukraine and other international politics also. Sometimes Denys looks like he's back from night shift. Yeah, it's fine. Here's night shift for me. Soon it's gonna be night time, yeah. Trump is getting flashbacks from losing his last game of golf. Did he lose? Okay, guys. I'm tired of seeing them, honestly. I'm tired. Maybe we're gonna return just a little later. I want to check out the news if we have some news. Almost 3 hours. Moscow is being attacked by drones. Okay, one of the drones hit, but it's not Moscow. It's near Moscow. one of the satellite cities. Boom. Cannot show you fully, but there is the smoke, some parking spot. Okay. Maybe Russian air defense, by the way. I think I saw it today in one of the channels, also in Moscow region. Come on, it should be there somewhere. I forgot where I saw it. Damn it. I probably will not find it out. Yeah. Oh, we have good news from Ukraine and Pokrovsk. Just a small counterattack of Ukraine. Okay, not too much good news, but still. Alexeyevka is in a gray zone already. It's also good. Super. I want to find, like, I saw the photo today where there is the Russian missile in the Russian house. Air defense missile of Panzer 1S. I forgot where I saw it. Damn it. Autism announced. It looks like this. Autism announcement. And two of those figures. Like coming out, yeah? Taka is given medical advice. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I forgot where I saw this picture, but I saw it somewhere. Where Russians fired their missiles to. Oh, Taco is speaking. Okay, let's go to Taco. Taco Man.
A lot of common sense, and they have that too. They have that too, a lot. But I recommend the hepatitis B. Take it at 12. Sexually transmitted. You don't have to give it to the baby when the baby's...
I think if it is sexually transmitted, it is also blood transmitted, yeah?
Doesn't seem to be a problem at all. The MMR and the chickenpox. Chickenpox has already been broken out. It's a singular shot. But the MMR is not. And I've heard for years that there's a problem with it. But they say that there's no problem if you do each shot separately, not put together. So an MMR, go out and do it separately. Don't take Tylenol. Don't give Tylenol to the baby after the baby's born. Every time the baby gets...
Dr. Trump, really?
Here, take a cup of Tylenol. I've heard that for years. Take Tylenol. Don't take Tylenol. Don't have your baby take Tylenol. Now, Tylenol is fine for people that aren't pregnant, that aren't in the situation that we're talking about. One very specific situation. If you're pregnant, don't take Tylenol. When you have your baby, don't give your baby Tylenol at all, unless it's absolutely necessary. Don't do it. Break up your visits to the doctors. Break them up. Do it in 5 if you can. Now, it's inconvenient. It's inconvenient. Oh, you got to have to go back another year later. You're going to go back each year for 4 years, 5 years, 3 years. Just break it up. Break it up, because it's too much liquid. Too many different things are going into that baby at too big a number. The size of this thing, when you look at it, it's like 80 different vaccines and beyond vaccines, and 80. Then you give that to a little kid. I mean, I can tell you that I had a woman who worked for me, a beautiful, wonderful woman, worked in Trump Tower, and she had the most perfect child. Beautiful. Just perfect. And I remember this little blonde-haired boy running around the lobby of Trump Tower, so healthy and so vibrant. And I said, that's great. And one day I came in and she was crying her eyes out behind the counter. She worked at the front desk. She was crying her eyes out. I've never, as much as I've ever seen anyone distraught, she was. I said, are you okay? What happened? My boy, I've lost my boy. What does that mean, your boy? My boy, you know him, sir. You've seen him grow up. He was so beautiful. And I took him for a vaccine, sir. And he developed this unbelievable, I think she said 107, 108. You know, it goes well beyond when this happens. It goes up to 106, 107, 108. You know, we hear 105 and you're in trouble, but it just goes up to a level that you never hear about, but it goes up very high. And it's fried. They get fried. She said, I took him, he developed an unbelievable temperature. And I've lost him, sir. He's gone. And then I saw the boy. It was so tragic to see. That was the following day. After the vaccine. And I've seen it 2 other times, and I think 3 other times, but 2 other times, where they go to the doctor and they get the vaccine, they get the shot. The kid is, badly hurt. Let's be nice, badly hurt. And just do it. Break it up into 5, break it up into 4, break it up into 3 if you have to, but go to the doctor 4 times instead of once, or 5 times instead of once. And for some reason, they insist that you put it all into the body, and maybe that's the drug companies that make more money that way. Maybe it's the doctors because they don't want to be, doing this so much. Maybe it's the doctors. They get maybe more money. Who the hell knows what it is? Don't do it. Get them broken into 4 or 5 visits. Do it 4 or 5. That means you have 20%, 25% what you're putting into the baby's body. It can only help.
He'd be great in reading bedtime stories for kids. If only he could keep his hands out of them. Shit, that comment is dark.
Sometimes in life, with a lot of other things, you have to tough it out also. Don't take Tylenol. Don't give Tylenol to the baby. When the baby's born, they throw it at you. Here, give him a couple of Tylenol. They give him a shot. They give him a vaccine. And every time they give him a vaccine, they're throwing Tylenol. And some of these babies, they're long born, and all of a sudden they're gone. And it doesn't hurt not to do it. It doesn't hurt. There's no downside. There's no downside at all. And break up MMR. Break it up. It's practically a known...
Okay. He tells the same thing and again and again. I don't understand why he comes out with this just right now. With autism vaccine case. Like, what is it for? Like, is it really, like, #1 priority for him to go up with a press conference? Already an hour or something. Is there everything okay in America other than that? He loves hearing himself talk. I also think like that.
But don't take it. If you're pregnant, don't take Tylenol.
How many times he said about this? He wants to be a meme, Tylenol meme. He wants to, advertise it even more because everyone would speak about Tylenol or paracetamol, yeah. It's about the Epstein files too. Yeah, and here he speaks about wonderful baby.
By 900, 600,
Or
500, 1,200, we're going to be reducing drug prices at levels never seen. It's called favored nations. We're going to be paying what right now, we're like the garbage can for the rest of the world, and we have been for forever. We pay much higher for drugs than the rest of the world. We subsidize the rest of the world. We're not doing that anymore. And that's a big thing. That's a big thing. That's bigger than anything. I told the story the other night that I was so proud in my first term that for the final year, drug prices went down 0.25%. And I was so proud. I said, why? I'm the first one to do it. I think it was 28 years, they said, where drug prices went down.
Okay, again, Trump reduced the prices for drugs.
The news
Best
conference,
president
I said,
ever.
Drug prices have gone
3,000%.
down. First time it's happened in 28 years. You know what it was? 1/4%. I was so proud.
1,000
Now
to
we're going to have
100%, yeah.
go down from $100 a pill to $9 a pill.
$100 to $9.
$1,300 for a shot of like an Ozempic or
Ozempic?
I call it the fat pill or the fat drug. Sometimes it works, I guess, for people. The ones I've seen, it hasn't.
He told about it for the second time.
I said, yeah, I lost some weight. I said, you don't look it to me. But they paid $1,300, $1,200, and they go to London and they pay $88. And they call me, they go, what's this all about? We're subsidizing the rest of the world stupidly because we have a lot of stupid people in this country running things. And how big is that? But to me, that's nothing compared to autism. I see that gorgeous boy. I have a big present for him in the back. You know, you bring him back. We're going to bring him into the Oval Office. I have the best present he's ever going to get, okay? A big one. I saved it for you, okay? Because I heard you were coming. Look how beautiful he is. So that's it. There's nothing much to say. Don't take Tylenol if you're pregnant.
That's it. There's nothing much to say. It's what this conference is about. Oh my God, this is embarrassing.
Don't give it. Just don't give it. And we're going to have, I think, really, if you do all the things that I say, break it up. Just break it up. Break up the shots with the doctor. MMRs, as I told you, separate. Chickenpox already separate. You do these things. I'm telling you, I want to, when I leave office, I don't want to have, it's going to be the kind of number that we're hearing where it's 1 in 32 or 1 in 10, because I've heard 1 in 10 also. And in California, it's really bad.
Yeah, California, the worst state ever.
Let's get it back to maybe 1 in 10,000 or 1 in 20,000 or maybe none in 20,000. And the only way you're going to do that, because this is artificially induced. This is induced by something. You don't go from 1 in 20,000 to 1 in 10,000, then to 1 in 10. That means you're taking something and something's wrong. And I feel very certain, and I know I'll be criticized. Someday they'll look back and they'll say, well,
yeah.
It wasn't, but I think it will.
He will
leave.
We're
going to have a tremendous,
someday.
This is one of the most,
in one or other way.
Important. There's nothing more important than me. We cured inflation that Biden gave us. He gave us so much inflation.
Biden.
The biggest ever in history.
Biggest inflation.
We got inflation done. We brought prices down. We gave you the largest tax cuts. All that
the
stuff.
roof
It doesn't
is
mean
going
a thing
somewhere
compared to
else.
what we're doing today. This means everything. So we're going to save a lot of children from a tough life, really tough life. We're going to save a lot of parents from a tough life. Okay, how about a few questions? Let's just make it on this subject.
Yeah.
This is so beyond
go with the
as
question.
a subject that I'd rather not talk about some nonsense on the economy.
Oh my God.
And I will say this, the economy is unbelievable. The stock market just hit another record high and all that stuff. This means more to me.
He likes to listen to himself speaking.
I have one on your announcement, one on vaccines. That's also really
good.
Why do you think we haven't heard more previously about the tie to autism and acetaminophen?
Nobody knows. I don't know. Not only that, when you say it, you get attacked. I was saying something similar, not as strongly, because now facts are on our side. But I was saying it with Bobby 20 years ago, and I was attacked. I said, whoa, what was that all about? I had no idea. You get attacked. I don't know. The medical community, the drug companies, doctors. I don't know what it is. All I want to do, I don't care. I don't care about being attacked. It doesn't matter to me. I believe that the numbers at the end of our term or shortly thereafter could be really phenomenal. I want it to go up just like it came down to this horrible level.
I wonder if there will be like some other related questions, or they're gonna speak just about those health issues.
And the boys together, it's crazy. And it was 1 in 10,000 and 1 in 20,000. It's not even sustainable for a country. You want to know the truth. And there are other places that don't have it. And they have things in common. And that's called medical research. Yeah, please.
Mr. President, I'm curious, as you look at the trend lines,
Yeah.
how much of this is the causation of acetaminophen and how much is sort of better diagnosis, doctors, researchers having a better understanding of what is on the autism spectrum?
Do you want to do that? Sure, go ahead, bro.
Nice. I can answer it for you. I think it was this question required too much competent answer. Elahai. Yeah, so RFK, do this for me, please, because no one will understand what you say anyways. How much this from the Epstein files, yeah.
50 years of age. If it were better recognition or diagnosis, you'd see it in 70-year-old men. I've never seen this happening in people my age. I've never seen a case of full-blown autism, and that means profound autism. I want to be very careful. Head banging, stimming, toe walking, nonverbal, non-toilet trained. I've never in my life seen a 70-year-old man who looks like that. You're only seeing it in the kids. It's an epidemic.
Thank you, Mr. President. I was hoping that you could clear up confusion for moms and dads across America, many of whom voted for you. There's a statement that was put out by the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists, and in their statement, they write, acetaminophen remains a safe, trusted option for pain relief during pregnancy, and that's at odds with what you said and with what many of the experts say. How do you clear up this confusion?
That's the establishment. They're funded by lots of different groups. And you know what? Maybe they're right. I don't think they are, because I don't think the facts bear it out at all. They're fighting for something that, in my opinion, they shouldn't be fighting for. But here's the thing. There's no downside to doing, other than a mother will have to, as I say, tough it out a little bit. There's no downside to doing this. It's not like, oh, if you do this, you're going to die. There's no downside. There's no downside to going over a 4-year or a 5-year period or a 3-year period, or even if you space them out for 6 months, you space it out. There's no downside. And that's why I will say the gentlemen behind me, they have very strong views, and they feel.
I want, like, it's all like health related, I want, like, it's not really, I think that too much important. It's important, but not too much important compared to other issues, especially nowadays happening in the world. But Trump, like he says, oh my God, how he speaks, this is so much terrible.
Gone from 1 in 20,000 to 1 in 10,000 to 1 in 32 to 1.
Again, the same numbers. Like, that is what he says about Ukraine. He sometimes says one phrase and he repeats it again and again and again and again and again. Like, if I were not the president.
Part of your plan, that is also a chemotherapy treatment. Have you been in touch with the drug companies to increase production about that? And I'm going to throw in my follow-up at the same time. Dr. Oz mentioned that this will be available with CHIP, children who are on CHIP. But the big beautiful bill reduced funding for CHIP and Medicaid by $1 trillion over the next 10 years. Are you concerned that that will impact your ability to get this drug out?
I'll explain it to you in a second, but please go ahead.
Thank you.
Thank you. Leucovorin is not a chemotherapy, but it is a vitamin given with chemotherapy.
Okay, so big beautiful bill reduced something. Yeah, actually it reduced a lot. Yes, see you, Decian Ryder. I live in dimension where bullet for Trump missed. Other dimension would believe what is happening. Yeah.
Nasty question. The number
Nasty
is
question.
that the great big beautiful bill, which is the greatest, I think one of the best things ever passed in the history, with the tax cuts and regulation cuts and all of the things it does. No tax on tips, no tax on Social Security, no tax on overtime. All of it does. It also gives $200 million, as just explained by Dr. Oz. And I'd like you to explain that, Doctor, to exactly what you're saying.
This guy is emotional.
The beautiful bill actually increases Medicaid spending projected over the next 10 years by $200 billion. There's also a $50 billion rural health transformation fund, which will allow a lot of these programs to get in the rural parts of the country that the president and Congress are handing to governors to start distributing. Those grants have already gone out. The money will be allocated by the end of this calendar year. And I want to point out that the ability of NIH to do research that feeds and hands the ball to the FDA, which then can change labeling to allow Medicaid programs in states to fund this program, will ensure.
This lady saying like, okay, is like a dog from the meme. Like, it's fine. It's fine. 200 billion, they like the numbers game. Yeah. For them, they make up numbers from the Ethereum, Ethereum from atmosphere, from their minds, from their heads. They have nothing to do in common.
The only thing we cut, so that's 200 billion positive. The only thing we cut was for fraud, waste, and abuse, of which there was a lot in this country.
Of course, every time.
Nobody minds that.
Every time you cut fraud.
Mr. President, you said that there is no reason to give newborn babies hepatitis B vaccines. But hepatitis B can be contracted not just through needles to open wounds. So when you say you feel, is that appropriate to be telling?
I think it's absolutely appropriate. I think they should wait till they're 12 years old. Yes, please.
Mr. President, thank you all for being here. You've been
Oh
talking
my
about
God.
reducing autism by spacing out vaccines. Would you like other combined vaccines babies receive to be spaced out like MMRV?
What is this again?
You've been talking.
Speak up, please.
Sir. You've been talking about reducing autism by spacing out vaccines.
Right, correct.
Would you like the other combined vaccines babies receive to be spaced out like MMRV?
I would say yes, but that just is, for me, it's a lot of common sense involved in it.
And before he just keep the question like hepatitis, yeah, in English, hepatitis B, she said, is transmitted not just through sexual intercourse, but through wounds, needles, basically blood, yeah. And this guy like, no, still after 12 years old, and like he just skips the question, like, because he didn't want to recognize that he is mistaken, because he said like just through sexual intercourse. No, it's not like that.
For research purposes, you are dealing with a population of children who might have social boundary difficulties, and then you have children who are, going to grow up to be adults in diapers. I mean, what do you think?
We don't know how broad the spectrum is. We don't know exactly where it starts and where it ends, but we do know what we're going through. We're going through some very serious trouble, and we know autism. I mean, it could be bigger, it could be small, a little bit smaller, but the number is unacceptable. And the number, the way it's come down, because the spectrums remain the same, the number, the way it's come down is
how long you live stream? I don't know.
Unacceptable, meaning come
maybe
down
a couple of hours
to that
because
level
after all, you need to
1
film
in
one
10,
more
1
video.
in 12, 1 in 31.
Mr. President, medical professionals.
Go ahead in the back.
Mr. President, this question is more directed towards Secretary Kennedy. It was talked about that we're just kind of finding out about the fact that babies are affected this way. Is there a concern that information is being suppressed right now within HHS and create investigation?
Okay, that's. I thought that they would ask him something really interesting, but it's about health issues. You can also get hepatitis by sharing a joint. I think I'm gonna go review some of the news. What do we have here? Astor says that Russia hit 81 Ukrainian drones, as they report. In Belgorod, Bryansk, Kaluzhskaya, Kurskaya, Moskovskaya Oblast, Rostov, Ryazansky, Tulsky, Crimea, occupied territory. That's it, like, they say they shut down everything. In Moscow, roughly 19. and those drones which were flying towards Moscow, near Moscow.
This will be as important as any single thing I've done, because I know ladies, beautiful ladies just like this that are going through the same thing, and it's not easy, and I admire you for being able to do it.
Okay.
But I admire him too. I wish I had a face that looked like that. If I looked like him, I would have been president a long time ago.
Is widely used in other countries too. As you make this announcement, do you expect your decision may affect
I
other
hope they
countries?
follow it, yeah. I hope they follow it. Yeah, other countries are, sell Tylenol. Some countries don't. I mean, I hear Cuba, now, again, you'll have to check this out, but I hear Cuba doesn't have it because
some
it's
drone
very
rebels,
expensive.
Yeah.
And they don't have the money to have it, or they don't want to spend the money to have it. They don't have Tylenol. And I hear they have essentially no autism. So you'll have to check it out. Yeah, Brian.
Medical professionals have warned for decades.
I said, no, not you. You're CNN. You're fake news. Go ahead, Brian.
Thank you, Mr. President. I want to go back to the Amish community, if I can, just for a second. I recently saw a man from Minnesota, an Amish man from Minnesota, on a podcast, and the host asked him what the rates were for like ADHD and autism, and he had no idea about ADHD, didn't know that it existed, and certainly didn't know of any cases. What are they doing?
It doesn't exist with the Amish community, and they don't take all of this junk. It doesn't exist. That tells you, doesn't that tell you? That's like, that's like certain countries where it doesn't exist and they don't take it. Would you like to make a comment about that, Mark?
The Amish population, a very mixed group. So there's a subset that take vaccines, a subset that does not. And we know they have very low rates of chronic disease all across the board.
Please.
Thank you, Mr. President. Should the establishment media show at least some openness to, trying to figure out what the causes of autism are?
I wish they would, yeah.
And why are they so closed-minded?
Well, look, it's not only the media, in all fairness, it's some people. When you talk about vaccines, they go crazy. And, I'm a big supporter of vaccines. I got a certain vaccine approved in 9 months that would have taken from 5 to 12 years. I'm very proud of it. A lot of people think it was one of the greatest things I've done, and some people think, mostly Republicans, actually.
Senseless.
I'll tell you, the Democrats think it was. They think Operation Warp Speed was one of the greatest things any president has done.
Yeah,
any president. It's we're very proud of what happened. We got hit with something that came from a place that shouldn't have happened, but it did happen. Those things take place, and you're very unpleasantly surprised. But no, I'm a big believer in vaccines. The polio vaccine, big believer in vaccines. I know Bobby and you guys have it out a little bit, but he's a believer in vaccines too. But I've seen how great vaccines can be, how incredible they can be. So I'm
Am I mistaken that there are not too many polio cases out there already, or no cases?
There are comments made about MMR and hepatitis B. I know you said those were your suggestions, but have you spoken with Secretary Kennedy about actually making those changes?
I have, yeah, I have. I've spoken to all the doctors about it, and doctors that are not here right now. I've spoken to many doctors about everything we're talking about. And, the Tylenol has started to be spoken of over the last period of time, but we've been doing the research, a lot of what they've been speaking.
This is the meaningless, yeah. Everything is meaningless here. And one more Trump performance. The way he speaks, the way he reacts is so annoying. I'm quitting, I guess. I don't think I can handle it. Yeah, I just quit. And I'm happy. 164 people watching. That's good, guys. Thank you for bearing with me. I don't know how you stayed with me on this live stream. Honestly, it's so annoying. I don't know what other questions there could be, but sorry if you stayed here for the stream, but I'm out. I don't want to do it. That crazy stream. Checking out the news. Can I show it? No, I subscribe to some of the trash channels about the war also, and they share some of the interesting stuff there. Yeah, Copenhagen airport, I think it's still closed. Well, at least I don't have the info about its opening. Interesting if they find it. Yeah. Dennis, will you return to commercial flying? No, I hope not. I already said many times why not. I'm following it live on the Danish site. Oh, nice. So what are the latest news, Joaquin? Tell us. Did they see the drones? I mean, catch them, or they witnessed those on the radars, or was it just a rumor? What's your way of winding down after your day? Perhaps a nice meal before bed? No. What do you enjoy? I enjoy watching YouTube videos for the topic I like, and I recently watched some videos about microphone reviews and other stuff. Some different reviews, let's say. Nothing really interesting. I don't eat much nowadays, and I lost already 10 kilos. Like, it's for the second day, the weight is 98 kilograms. Before it was 108. So I'm doing very well. For 1 month and a half, I lost so much weight. I think it's the great achievement, and I don't want to stop. I want to continue to lose at least to 85, and in a perfect scenario to 80. Not much left. Yeah, 13 kilograms. Yeah, maybe 15 kilograms. We'll see then I stop. Yeah, impressive on the diet. Yeah, I just don't eat much. That's it. And then I eat around half of what I ate before. Around half. I don't move because I'm here in a room. Sometimes I walk, but it's kind of rarely. Today, for example, I was in my room all the day. I'm 80. Wow. I want to go to 70. You're 80, your weight. Yeah, because then people say I'm 80, it's usually they mean age. Okay, Mama. It depends on your height, I think. Yeah, I hope I'm doing it correctly. Yeah, so far so good. I found out that I have my metabolism slowed down a little, then I eat less, and I have this kind of how to say налет на языке. Налет на языке. Coating, yeah. Some sort of the coating on my tongue. Also, the mouth is dry. I don't. Maybe it's the only outcome of my diet. So I have to drink more. I'm walking a lot less since it's fall now. It's also rained today a lot here. 24. You're very young. Same here, my metabolism has become slower, so I gain more weight easily. KCU Audio Census 69, thank you for commenting. Yeah, drink more. I drink more. I know sometimes at steel warehouse I'm in practicing, it looks just like you. Huh? Good night. I think I'll also better off now. It's 2 hours stream. I need to record the video about update from Ukraine. So yeah, see you guys. Thank you for joining me on the live stream. You are fantastic and stay awesome.